How Aliko Dangote became the richest black man in the world. Hello explorers, welcome back to another inspirational video and thanks for watching. In this video, we shall be taking a deep dive into the fascinating journey of Aliko Dangote and how he became the richest black man of African descent in the world. Aliko Dangote is a Nigerian billionaire businessman and founder of the Dangote Group of companies with interest in commodities such as cement, oil and gas, flour and sugar, and operating in more than 20 African countries. As of 2020, his net worth is estimated at about $10.2 billion. Dangote is ranked by the Bloomberg Billionaires Index as the 88th richest person in the world and the richest man in Africa, and peaked on the Forbes list as the 23rd richest person in the world in 2014. He surpassed Saudi-Ethiopian billionaire Mohammed Hussein Al-Amoudi in 2013 by over $2.6 billion to become the world's richest person of African descent. Aliko Dangote has worked hard to build his empire and is currently one of the most influential men in the world and a role model for millions of entrepreneurs around the world. So the big question most of you will probably be asking is, how did he become so rich? Well, buckle up as we take a look on his journey to wealth and affluence. But first, if you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. His early beginnings and journey to success. Aliko Dangote, an ethnic Hausa Muslim from Kano State, was born on the 10th of April 1957 into a wealthy Muslim family, the son of Mohammed Dangote and Maria Sanusi Dantata. Dangote lost his father at the age of 8 and was raised by his maternal uncle. He attended Sheikh Ali Kumasi Madrasa, followed by Capital High School, Kano. He has a bachelor's degree in business studies and administration from Al-Azhar University, Cairo, Egypt. Dangote was born into a very rich family. His great-grandfather Alhaji Al-Hassan Dantata was the richest man in Africa at the time of his death in 1955. Aliko Dangote had always had a business and entrepreneurial mindset. While in primary school, he would buy cartons of candies and would resell to his classmates in school. After Dangote graduated from the university, he returned to Nigeria to start his own business. The origin of the group began in the late 1970s, when Aliko Dangote, after receiving a $5,000 loan from an uncle, established a venture that traded consumer goods such as sugar between the years 1978 and 1980, before gradually expanding into trading other commodities such as rice. In 1981, he established two business enterprises, Dangote Nigeria Limited and Blue Star Services. This was a period when import licenses were required to import bulk commodities. The firm then sought to acquire import licenses for various commodities, including steel, baby food, and aluminium products. He then added the shipping and the importing of cement to his group's portfolio. Dangote competed and competes with Lafarge, a French company that imported and produced the bulk of African cement. After 3 months of trading in various commodities such as flour, salt, and sugar, Dangote was able to repay the loan he got from his uncle. He continued trading and expanding his business. The group moved into manufacturing in the 1990s, starting with textiles, moving on to flour milling, salt processing, and sugar refining by the end of the decade. The company next moved into cement production, growing rapidly and moving into other African countries. A high degree of vertical integration is a hallmark of Dangote's group's operating strategy. The group now owns and operates over 18 subsidiaries, operating in 10 African countries. Dangote Cement is one of these subsidiaries that is listed on the Nigerian Stock Exchange, with its market capitalization accounting for almost 20% of the total capitalization of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. Dangote Group is headquartered in Lagos. In July 2012, Dangote approached the Nigerian Port Authority to lease an abandoned piece of land at the Apapa port, which was approved. He later built facilities for his flour company there. In the 1990s, he approached the Central Bank of Nigeria with the idea that it would be cheaper for the bank to allow his transport company to manage their fleet of staff buses, a proposal that was also approved. By 2014, Aliko Dangote had become the 23rd richest man in the world with a net worth of about $25 billion. His business was doing extremely well and he was making billions and billions of dollars in profit every year. Due to the drop in prices of petrol in 2014, which led to the devaluation of Naira, Dangote's net worth dropped from $25 billion to $17 billion by the end of 2014. In Nigeria today, Dangote Group, with its dominance in the sugar market and refinery business, is the main supplier, 70% of the market, to the country's soft drinks companies, breweries, and confectioners. It is the largest refinery in Africa and the third largest in the world, producing 800,000 tons of sugar annually. Dangote Group owns salt factories and flour mills and is a major importer of rice, fish, pasta, cement, and fertilizer. The company exports cotton, cashew nuts, cocoa, sesame seeds, and ginger to several countries. It also has major investments in real estate, banking, transport, textiles, oil, and gas. The company employs more than 11,000 people and is the largest industrial conglomerate in West Africa. Dangote has diversified into telecommunications and has started building 14,000 kilometers of fiber optic cables to supply the whole of Nigeria. As a result, Dangote was honored in January 2009 as a leading provider of employment in the Nigerian construction industry. During an interview with Dangote, he had this to say, and I quote, "Let me tell you this, and I want to really emphasize it. Nothing is going to help Nigeria like Nigerians bringing back their money. If you give me $5 billion today, I will invest everything here in Nigeria. Let us put our heads together and work." Aliko Dangote unveiled early plans for the refinery in September 2013 when he announced that he had secured about $3.3 billion in financing for the project. At the time, the refinery was estimated to cost about $9 billion, of which $3 billion would be invested by the Dangote Group and the remainder via commercial loans and begin production in 2016. However, after a change in location to Lekki, construction of the refinery did not begin until 2016 with excavation and infrastructural preparation, and the planned completion was pushed back to late 2018. In July 2017, major structural construction began, and Dangote estimated that the refinery would be mechanically complete in late 2019 and commissioned in early 2020. According to Reuters, citing sources familiar with the project, construction was likely to take at least twice as long as Dangote publicly stated, with partial refining capability not likely to be achieved until 2022. An associated project at the site of the refinery, a urea fertilizer factory, was scheduled to begin operation in late 2018 and produced about 3 million tons of urea annually. His philanthropic works and honors. In 1993, Aliko Dangote launches the Aliko Dangote Foundation. The main objective of the foundation is to reduce the number of lives lost to malnutrition and disease. Combating severe acute malnutrition (SAM) in children is at the core of our programming. Improving the outcome of children's lives forms the basis of the work the foundation is engaged in, using our investment in health, education, and economic empowerment to help lift people out of poverty. Since the creation of the foundation, millions and millions of dollars have been donated to the foundation. With regards to its honors, he was named Man of the Year in 2014 by Forbes magazine. In November 2014, Dangote was awarded Nigeria's second highest honor, the Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger, by the former president of Nigeria, Goodluck Jonathan. His luxurious lifestyle. Over the years, Dangote has worked hard to become the richest man in Africa, and with such wealth, he sure does live in style, and despite the fact that he doesn't flaunt his wealth on social media. Dangote owns one of the most expensive houses in Africa. His house is worth $13.5 million. He owns a $45 million private jet, a $41.4 million yacht, and a fleet of luxurious cars estimated at $500,000. Dangote loves spending time with friends and family when he is not working. Despite Dangote being the most successful man in Africa, he however struggles with finding love. Dangote is a father of 4 children and is reported that he has been married and divorced 6 times. Aliko Dangote is a workaholic. He did not take a single vacation until 20 years after the establishment of the Dangote Group of companies. He works between 12 to 15 hours every single day. Despite having so many companies scattered all over Africa, he still finds time to visit each and every one of them. Though his story is not a grass to grace one, it's however very inspiring considering the fact that the wealth he's made for himself today wasn't handed to him on a platter. We hope you're inspired by Aliko Dangote's story and are looking forward to starting your own business. Thanks for watching this video. If you did enjoy this video, do well to give it a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe and share with your friends.